Microsoft Advanced Threat Analytics is a security product that helps to protect an enterprise network from advanced forms of cyber attack. Advanced Threat Analytics gathers information from Windows logs and uses deep packet inspection techniques to evaluate trends in network traffic to and from domain controllers and the behavior of users, devices, and resources. This way, Advanced Threat Analytics can detect suspicious activity generated by the various phases of an attack and generate alerts that specify the type of attack that might be in progress. When you first install Advanced Threat Analytics, or ATA, it detects evidence of known attack types immediately, just like an intrusion detection system. Then in a matter of a few weeks, ATA begins to recognize the normal behavior of your network and is able to detect suspicious deviations. Now that's just like an intrusion prevention system. So it really gives us the best of both worlds of an IDS and an IPS solution. We're going to take a look at how we can protect our virtual machines using ATA. First, we need to go into our Hyper-V Manager host, and we see a server called File Server 3. Let's go ahead and right-click on that and go to Settings. Now we need to have two network cards, which we have here. We have Network Adapter 1 and 2. So on number 2, we're going to make a little bit of a change, and that is we're going to go to the Advanced Features box, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to turn on port mirroring. Now, by default, this is turned off, so let's go ahead and change this to Destination. What port mirroring does for us is it allows us to take a separate network adapter that is going to mirror all the different traffic that's happening on our first adapter, so we can send that traffic through our second adapter off to ATA for analytics. Let's go ahead and click Apply, and then click OK, and now we can start up our virtual machine. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to log into our virtual machine using Remote Desktop, and we're going to install Advanced Threat Analytics, and then we're going to see the results when we turn that on. In order to attain the ATA product, we need to go to Microsoft's Evaluation Center. So it's pretty easy to do. Just type in TechNet Evaluation Center in a search, and then in order to download it, you'll have to register to get the product. So we'll get an evaluation copy, and if we decide we want to purchase it, then we can do so at the end of the evaluation. Now the file is 375 megabytes, so be prepared that it may take a while on some slower connections. We're on File Server 3, where we have installed our two network cards, and now we're going to install the ATA product, which is actually two different products in one. It's both the Software Center and the Gateway. So let's go ahead and get to our File Explorer where we downloaded the file and start the installation. So let's right-click and choose to mount. It's an ISO file, and it will mount it. And now we'll go ahead and choose the center setup. We'll go ahead and choose the installation defaults, and when done, we'll go ahead and finish, and then we'll launch the program. While we're waiting for the installation, let's go into our network connections area, and we see our two network cards. Let's go to our second card, which is going to be the one that we do the port mirroring. Both cards need to have a static IP address, and so far only the primary card has one. So we're going to use an address that's not currently in use. And we want to make sure that there's no gateway or DNS settings, because only the primary card needs to have that, since this card is just going to mirror the traffic from the primary. Click OK and OK. Our installation completed, so let's go ahead and click Launch so we can continue with our setup. Next, we'll go ahead and put in our connection settings for the local administrator and our local domain. Let's go ahead and save that after we see that our test was successful. Now we want to move to the Gateway link at the top and click on Gateway Setup. Let's go ahead and save the product, and it will now download to a zip file. We'll extract the zip file, and we'll continue with the installation. Here's the screen to install the Gateway product. We just have to confirm that we've set up the port mirroring, which we have done. Our installation was once again successful, so we'll go ahead and continue on. The Gateway is starting, but it's going to take about a month before we can determine any kind of traffic that's useful that will tell us what's going on as far as intrusion detection and prevention goes. If we click on the Scheduled Reports link on the left-hand side towards the bottom, this is where we can go and see the reports about all the different traffic that's happening once that baseline has been set up. Here's some example data from the ATA console where data has been collected, and you can see here there are various different pieces of information about some of the computers that it's found, some of the traffic it's found, as well as some charts that give you some good data about what's happening on your network. Advanced Threat Analytics is a great threat detection and notification tool for Microsoft to help you know when a threat is occurring so you can mitigate the issue before damage occurs.